Welcome back, everyone. Riddle me this. The less of them you have, the more one is worth. This is going to be my video for the Batman movie ending, the post-credit scene. Yes, there is a post-credit scene. It's not quite what you expect, but it is still a post-credit scene. In that very special cameo scene that everybody's going to be talking about for the next several weeks. Gotham does love a comeback story, so we'll break it all down, including the additional deleted scene with that special quote-unquote character. There were more scenes of him in the longer cut of the film, like this 4-hour cut that Matt Reeves was hyping up. If you're new to the channel, we're doing a giveaway for movie tickets so that you can go back and see it again a billion times because it was awesome. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave all your predictions for what Matt Reeves is going to do with that special new character in the sequel movies. Big spoiler warning for the Batman movie. If you have not seen it yet, we'll be talking about the end of the movie, the special post-credit scene, the special cameo scenes. But at the end of the movie, the Batman goes to Arkham Asylum to confront the Riddler and find out why he kept writing to him for the entire film. And the Riddler almost pulls a full-on Batman Hush twist, revealing his secret identity. So Batman thinks. During their conversation, the Riddler keeps talking about Bruce Wayne. He keeps repeating the line, Bruce Wayne, over and over. He thinks the Riddler's going to out his identity to the public, making himself famous in the process. There were also a lot of Thomas Elliot Easter eggs from the Batman Hush storyline. The reporter who Carmine Falcone killed for Thomas Wayne was named Elliot, and during the special Rata Alada viral videos that the Riddler posted about Thomas Wayne, he wrote the words Hush all over the video. So if you got Batman Hush vibes, that was on purpose. And Jeff Loeb, who wrote Batman Hush, was Matt Reeves' screenwriting teacher back in college. So Hush and Long Halloween Easter eggs really coming full circle in the movie here. I'm sure Jeff Loeb was watching the movie, pulling a full-on Leonardo DiCaprio meme, just pointing at the screen every 5 minutes. But after the Batman solves the Riddler's final riddle about the attack on Mayor Bella Real's election, that whole group of Riddlers on his viral social media site, rataalada.com, with the password-locked videos he kept posting, was meant to be a big QAnon reference for the real-life January 6th Capitol attack in 2020, for the real-life U.S. presidential election last year. If you got a lot of QAnon vibes, that was on purpose. A lot of the names in the chat on those videos when they popped up on screen had Anon in the title. The Riddler was meant to inspire all these other conspiracy theorists to attack Bella Real and the people of Gotham to get their own version of quote-unquote vengeance. One of the Riddler's followers even yells vengeance at Batman when he's taking him out at the election. That's meant to help him realize what the Batman needs to become, a symbol for hope to inspire people because vengeance is not enough. That's what he means in his final voiceover dialogue as he's saving all these people and the sunlight starts shining down on them. He talks about inspiring hope. And the Riddler's watching this all go down, all the way from his cell in Arkham Asylum, going full-blown crazy pants Zodiac killer, having a breakdown. All of his mannerisms, his nervous tics, the way he speaks, his style of writing, the ciphers that he left for Batman, all based on the real-life Zodiac killer's actions and behaviors. That's why in my review video earlier this week I called the Batman movie kind of like the Zodiac movie done with Batman characters. But Riddler's watching this all go down on the television at Arkham because the news is capturing Batman while he's helping save all these lives, and the news broadcast is hailing him as this mysterious masked figure inspiring hope, becoming this big symbol for Gotham, the way that classic comic book Batman inspires the people of Gotham. Riddler starts having a full-blown mental breakdown panic attack about how it wasn't supposed to end like this. And in the cell next to his, you hear a voice. It's Barry Keoghan's mystery character speaking to him saying, "Isn't that just terrible? Him raining on your parade like that." Talking about the Batman. What is it they say? One day you're on top, the next you're a clown. Everyone in my theater at both of my screenings just flipped out in the audience when he said this. Then he says, "Let me tell you, there are worse things than being," and trails off. He was about to say there are worse things than being a clown. Just further teasing himself as the new version of the Joker before he started calling himself the Joker. He's not wearing the white makeup, but they keep showing his character in the cell next to Riddler in silhouette, so you get glimpses of his body and his face. You can kind of see some scars on his face, but obviously this is meant to be a totally different version, so it's not going to be exactly like Heath Ledger's scarred Joker face. And then he tells Riddler, "Hey, don't be sad, you did so well, and you know, Gotham loves a comeback story." That's meant to be both a reference to the Riddler returning as full comic book version of the Riddler in the sequels, but also this new version of the Joker coming back, so to speak, like the Joker character coming back after we just saw Jared Leto Joker, Joaquin Phoenix Joker, Heath Ledger's Joker during The Dark Knight. And Riddler asks him, "Who are you?" And he replies, "That's the question, isn't it? Riddle me this," using the Riddler's trademark catchphrase, "The less of them you have, the more one is worth." And Riddler correctly guesses, "A friend?" meaning that Riddler and Joker will eventually team up and either escape Arkham together, or eventually they'll just be working together in the sequels. And the Joker starts laughing his new version of the classic Joker laugh, like full-on hyena laugh. It sounds totally different from all the previous Joker laughs: Mark Hamill's Joker laugh, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker laugh, Jared Leto's, Heath Ledger's Joker laugh, because this is going to be Matt Reeves' new take on the Joker. I'm sure there'll be some similarities once they fully reveal his look, but mostly it's meant to be a totally new iteration of the character. The deleted scene with his Joker character that Matt Reeves was talking about in the past couple of days was Batman meeting Joker inside Arkham Asylum. He filmed the Batman versus Joker scene, and it took place when Batman goes to Arkham to see Riddler and ask him why he's been writing to him, before the big final attack on the election. Matt Reeves said during their scene, Joker just provokes Batman as he passes by his cell, and they kind of go at it a little. And what he wanted to do was use the scene to show that Batman in this new version of the Joker had history before he started using the Joker name. Because just like all the other villains in the movie, like the Penguin, the Riddler, Catwoman, they're going to do a new version of a Joker origin story through the sequel movies. So this version of the Joker has not actually become the Joker yet. He's just another crazy person that Batman has captured and put in Arkham, and that's how he wound up in a cell right next to Riddler's. They did say one of the Batman HBO series is going to focus on Arkham Asylum and the villains there, so it's possible that they also use that HBO series to further develop Joker and Riddler characters in addition to other Batman villains. I believe they plan on premiering that series later next year sometime. But there is a post-credit scene, not the kind you would expect, but it is a tag scene after the credits, so if you haven't seen the movie and you're watching this video, do stay through the rest of the credits. It's meant to be another reference to Riddler's QAnon-type website group, Rataalada.com. After the credits, the green text of the website pops up like someone has just logged in to the website again to check for another Riddler video post. And the green text starts typing goodbye, but then with a question mark, and you hear Riddler's breathing underneath his mask, like that really creepy breathing sound that he would make when he was broadcasting his videos, as if he recorded another new video. It's also meant to be a reference to the Riddler's trademark question mark symbol and him returning in the sequel movies. Like this is not goodbye because we're all coming back in the sequels, and also meant to be a reference to the fact that they are doing sequel movies. Goodbye as in this might be the end of this story, but it's not the end of the entire story. The website name, Rataalada.com, is just Spanish for rat with wings. It was meant to be a reference to Carmine Falcone's character because Falcone was a rat and falcons also have wings. He was the mystery person who ratted out Sal Maroni's drug operation years ago, helping install all these powerful people in the police and the government so that he could control the city. If it wasn't clear how the Riddler learned Falcone was behind everything, his job before he started his quest to take them all down was a forensic accountant working on that special billion-dollar fund Thomas Wayne created called the Gotham City Renewal Fund. That's how he had access to all those ledgers from the actual fund itself, and he followed the money trail and it led back to Carmine Falcone. Right now they've been hyping up the Court of Owls as the big villains for the sequel movies, along with Mr. Freeze being another big villain that they'll introduce.
The monster who took you from me will soon learn that revenge is a dish best served cold.
They might wind up saving Court of Owls for the third film, because Matt Reeves said that he does plan a trilogy. The whole connection to the Court of Owls storyline is the Riddler referencing the founding families of Gotham, and that's who the Court of Owls are. They're all made up of the most powerful families in Gotham that created the city. In the movie, while he's trying to out Thomas Wayne as being connected to all this corruption, he talks about the histories of their families. Thomas Wayne from the Wayne family and his wife Martha was actually Martha Arkham from the Arkham family. He says they were the two founding families of Gotham. So Batman's mother's family created Arkham Asylum. In the movie, that was because she suffered from a mental breakdown and needed to go to an institution, so that's why they founded Arkham Asylum in the first place. Because Martha Wayne's mother went crazy, killed her father, she then later suffered from mental problems and was in and out of institutions, and that's where Arkham Asylum came from. So it's just teasing this larger, darker history, the truth of the history of Gotham, and that's when you get into Court of Owls. And because one of those Batman HBO spin-off series is specifically about Arkham Asylum, I think they'll also get more into that history behind Arkham Asylum, the creation of Arkham Asylum during that as well. So possibly even more Court of Owls during that HBO spin-off series. Matt Reeves, the producers, have implied that the Batman 2 sequel movie won't come for 3 to 4 years, so like the next big part of the story moving forward will take place in all these HBO spin-off series. But I'll cover all the major Easter eggs and clues in my full breakdown video tomorrow. Make sure you have alerts enabled for my channel so you don't miss that. Everyone click here for the Batman movie review video, and click here for my new Doctor Strange 2 X-Men video. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.